All right, today we're diving into a company called The Bridgepoint. They claim to solve one of the biggest headaches for any business out there, basically being invisible online. We're going to walk through their whole blueprint for building your digital foundation right from scratch. So, let's start with a question, one that pretty much every entrepreneur has asked themselves. You've got this amazing business, this brilliant idea, but when you go online, it feels like you're just shouting into the void, right? So, how do you actually build a bridge between your vision and the people who need to see it? And in this quote, this is the Bridgepoint's answer. I want you to pay attention to those keywords: growth, trust, and recognition. It's not just about getting more clicks, it's about building a digital presence that feels solid, something that makes customers go, yeah, I trust these guys. That one idea is the foundation for everything else we're about to cover. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the visibility problem, then see how the Bridgepoint steps in as a guide. After that, we'll unpack their 6-month plan, look at the different options you have, and finally, really get into the value of the partnership. Let's do it. First up, the visibility challenge. This is really the heart of the problem, right? That massive gap between having a fantastic business and actually getting in front of the people who are looking for you. You know, in today's world, if you're not online, you pretty much don't exist. This image of a broken bridge, that's the reality for so many businesses. Your incredible idea is stuck on one side, and all your potential customers are on the other, and there's just no way for them to connect. So, the big question is, how do you fix that broken bridge? And this is exactly where the Bridgepoint comes in, positioning themselves as your guide. Their whole thing isn't just about building you a website, it's about building that bridge, and then amplifying your message so it actually gets heard loud and clear. Their big idea is this one-stop digital setup. Now think about what that really means for a business owner. It means you can stop trying to be a web designer, a social media guru, and an SEO expert all at once. They handle the whole digital shebang for a full year, so you can get back to, running your actual business. And when they say one stop, they mean it. Look at this list. It's not just about getting a website up. It's the entire ecosystem you need to build trust. A professional email that looks legit, showing up on Google, having a real social media presence, and, crucially, the analytics to see what's actually working. It's your entire digital identity, all managed for you. Okay, so how do they actually pull all this off? Well, they lay out a super clear 6-month growth blueprint. And this is a big deal, right? Because it takes all the mystery and guesswork out of it. You know exactly what's happening from day 1 to month 6. And you can see how it all builds step by step. Month 1 is all about getting that solid foundation in place. The website, the professional email. Then they start layering on visibility, getting your brand out there. Then comes the data. And only then do they start the active marketing campaigns. It's a really smart process designed to build momentum that actually lasts. Those first 90 days are absolutely crucial. The goal is to get you from zero to strategic as fast as possible. So by the end of month 3, you're not just online, you're actually tracking what people are doing on your site. And that's the pivot point, where marketing stops being a guessing game and starts being driven by real data. Okay, so we get the process. How is it all packaged? Well, they've got different plans that are actually tailored to where your business is right now, whether you're literally just starting out or you're ready to hit the gas and scale up. Basically, they offer 2 different paths. The first path is for businesses that are just planting their first digital seed. The other path is for companies that are ready to launch, looking for more aggressive growth, and maybe even market dominance. Let's break these plans down. The standard plan is your foot in the door, gets you a nice, professional one-page site. The elite plan is the all-in, go big or go home option with advanced everything. But check out that premium plan in the middle. That's the one they recommend. It seems to hit that sweet spot with a multi-page site, a dedicated person to talk to, and your first marketing campaign all rolled in. It really looks like it's designed for serious, steady growth. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the partnership itself. Forget the services for a second. How does the actual agreement work? This part is all about being transparent and showing you the real value you're getting. First things first, it's a 1-year partnership, and that's really important. This isn't just a quick project where they build something and then disappear. It's a full year commitment to manage and grow your presence through an entire business cycle, and then you have the option to scale up from there.
So, to get the ball rolling on that recommended premium plan, the starting point is a GHS 2000 deposit. That's the key that unlocks that whole 6-month blueprint we just walked through.
And I think this is pretty cool. For flexibility, there's a simple 14-day written notice if you need to terminate the agreement. This tells you it's not some kind of rigid, scary lock-in. It's a partnership that needs to work for both sides. Okay, this is where it all clicks into place. How do their features actually benefit you? Well, their one-stop setup means you can finally stop worrying about all the tech stuff. Having dedicated people means you always have someone to call. And that AI-powered growth, it means your decisions are smart, based on data, not just a gut feeling. And these final points, they're guarantees. They all boil down to one thing: trust. You own your stuff. Your data is kept private. You get a real human to talk to. The whole thing is designed for your long-term success, not just a quick one-off transaction.
So, we've laid out the entire map, from the problem of being invisible online to a really clear step-by-step plan for growth. We've seen the challenge, we've met the guide, and we understand the value. I guess the only question left to ask yourself is, what's the real cost of not building that bridge?